Welcome to the Hoja on Architecture podcast, Vernacular Architecture, Chapter 9, The Other Vernacular Architecture. Although its mainstream scope encompasses the abstract inputs and concrete outputs of vernacular architecture, this study finds that the off-the-record discussion of other vernacular architecture is a necessity. By the label Other Vernacular, this study embodies the urban vernacular, the new vernacular, the museum vernacular, the kitsch vernacular, and the fictional vernacular. Urban vernacular refers to the slums found in industrial economies, such as Brazilian favelas, Indian bastis, Peruvian barriadas, Turkish gecekondas, Moroccan bidonvilles, and many other similar informal settlements. Some scholars exclude them from the definition since they are made of more modern materials and structures. However, we may be witnessing the emergence of a vernacular and the acquisition of new know-how. No doubt these builders display a wise resourcefulness in terms of material recycling. For many studies, they are representatives of a new urban vernacular tradition. The second one is the new vernacular, which covers the studies of formal architects. Many modern architects claim to draw inspiration from the vernacular architecture. Hassan Fathi, Jeffrey Bawa, and Charles Correa are pioneers of this section, where notable projects such as Fathi's New Gorna and Renzo Piano's Culture Center in New Caledonia must be briefly mentioned. These are wise colleagues who tend to unlock the teachings of vernacular architecture, especially in terms of sustainability. The third one is the problematic museums, such as Skansen in Sweden, Open Lucht Museum in the Netherlands, and Muzeul Satului in Romania, to name a few. Since the romantic tourist appeal of vernacular architecture, many governments have focused on the concept of open-air museums showcasing local traditional architecture. Unfortunately, they are full of misconceptions, such as artificial works and misleading images of vernacular architecture. In recent years, in response to this criticism, the concept of the eco-museum, in which structures are left in situ and preserved in their natural context, has been developed. Fourth, the kitsch vernacular shares a similar attitude to museums. In response to the growing tourist interest, recent hotel concepts that mimic vernacular architecture have emerged, which are nothing but exaggerated, cosmetic, and even kitsch copies built using formal methods. The fifth and final other vernacular is the fictional one. By the term fictional, this study encompasses the non-existent structures of cartoons, movies, and video games, especially those of the fantasy genre. Structures in the distinct universes of The Lord of the Rings, World of Warcraft, and Avatar: The Last Airbender franchises can be examples of superior quality. Cultures in these built fictional worlds make one think about who designed their buildings. Regardless of who they are, these designers must possess a profound understanding of vernacular architecture. The second season of the Hoja on Architecture podcast will cover the design of fictional vernacular architecture in video games. This is the end of the Vernacular Architecture, Chapter 9, The Other Vernacular Architecture. Thanks for listening. See you in the next episode.